Hi everyone, in this video I am going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 3 core in a session October-November 2024 Paper 3-2. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1, Part A. Onions cost $1.85 per kilogram. Potato cost $2.34 per kilogram. Sophie buys 2.4 kilograms of onions and 4.5 kilograms of potato. Work out how much change she receives from $20. Okay, so 1 kilogram onion is this much, right? 1 kilograms of onion is 1.85. What is 2.4 kilograms of onions? This is 2.4 times 1.85. Simplify. 2.4 times 1.85, 4.44. This is $4.44. Same we can do for the potatoes. 1 kilogram of potatoes, the cost is 2.34. And what about 4.5 kilograms of potatoes? This is 4.5 times 2.34. 4.5 times 2.34. That is $10.53. What is the total cost? So the total is 4.44 and 10.53. Okay, plus 4.44. The total cost is $14.97. Okay, how much change she will receives from $20? So from 20 subtract the cost, which is 14.97. This much change, $5.03. Moving to part B, Sophie gets on a bus at 10:47. She takes off the bus 36 minutes later. Work out the time she takes off the bus. Okay, in 10:47, you have to add 36 minutes. Okay, use a calculator. 10 hour and 47 minutes, add 0 hour and 36 minutes. That is at 11:23. She leaves the bus. She gets off the bus. Part C, Sophie used 2/3 of the liters of milk each day. Milk is sold in 2 liters bottle, in 2-liter bottles. Okay, show that she need at least 3 bottles to have enough milk for 7 days. Okay, so in one day she used 2/3 of liters of milk. So one day she used 2/3 liters of milk. So for 7 days she used 2/3 times by 7 liters of milk. Okay, so what is 2/3 of 7? That is 4.666. 4.6 recurring, basically 4.6 recurring liters of milk. Okay, now milk is sold in 2 liters bottle. Now the number of bottles, so this much milk she needs divided by 2. Okay, which is 2.333. So we can say, show that she need at least 3 bottles, because 2.3 means more than 2 bottles. Yes, so we can say yes, she needs 3 bottles to have enough milk for 7 days. Now for part D, 1 month Helen sells phones and computers in the ratio number of phones ratio number of computer is 3:5. She sells 40 computers. Work out how many phones she sells. Okay, number of computers are 5. Okay, and that is representing 40. So what 1 is representing? 40 over 5. 5 times 8 is 40. Now number of phones we have to find what 3 is representing, which is 8 times 3, that is equals to 24. So 24 phones she sells in 1 month and 40 computers. Now for part E, in 2022, Helen sells 520 phones. In 2023, she sells 35% more phones than 2022. Calculate the number of phones she sells in 2023. 35% more she sells, right? It means in the number of phones she sells in 2023 are in 520. The number of cell phones sold in 2022, add 35% of 520. 35% of 520, add up with 520. 702 cell phones she sell in 2023. Part F, a television cost $820 in the USA. The same television cost this much ringgits in Malaysia. The exchange rate is $1 is this much ringgits. In which country is the television cheaper and by how much dollars? Okay, so if $1 is equals to 4.2 ringgits, okay, what is $840? This is 840 times 4.2 ringgits. 840 times 4.2, that is 3528, 3,528 ringgits. Okay. Now in USA, the cost of the television is 840 and in terms of ringgits is 3,528 ringgits. And in Malaysia, the cost of the same television is 3,549 ringgits. So where the television is cheaper? In USA, the television is cheaper. And by how much dollars, not in the ringgits. Okay, so we have to convert back into the dollars. Okay, so in USA, the dollars are 840. Now we have to find in terms of dollars what is in Malaysia. Okay, so we have to simplify. Okay, so the Malaysia used exchange rate 4.2, so we can divide it. 35249 divides 4.2, so $845. So how much dollar? So in Malaysia, the television is expensive, and in USA it is cheaper. So how much dollar it is cheaper? 840 and 845, the difference is just $5. Question number 2, part A. From this list, write down number 1 an odd number. 41 is an odd number. 117 is an odd number. 121 is an odd number. Second part, a factor of 28. Okay, what numbers are factor of 28 which is divisible by 28? Yes, 14, I guess. 28 divides 14. Yes, 14 times 2 is 28. Factor of 28 is 14 times by 2 is 28. Number 3, a square number, which is a square number. 121 is a square number. 11 square is 121. Number 4, a prime number, which has only 2 factors, 1 and the number itself. 41 is a prime number. Number 5, a multiple of 9. Which number is a multiple of 9? 9 times. Okay, let's see. 56 is divisible by 9. 117 is divisible by 9. Yes, 9 times 13 is 117. 9 times 13 is 117. So we can say 117 is a multiple of 9. Part B, write down the value of 5 to the power 0. Anything to the power 0 is always equals to 1. Part C, write 60 as a product of its prime factors. 60 is basically 6 times 10. 6 and 10 is not a prime number. 6 prime factorization is 2 times 3, and 10 prime factorization is 2 times 5 is 10. So simplify 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. In index form, we can write 2 square times by 3 times by 5. So now for part D, calculate the value of, the cube root of 157464. That is 54. Now for part E, by rounding each number in the calculation correct to one significant figure, find an estimate for the value of this. You must show all your working. One significant figure of 6 and then 7. 7 is more than 5, so add 1 and 6, it becomes 70.0. Multiply 2, the next number is 3, so it is round down, keep the 2 as it is, 0.00. Divides 4 and the next digit is 8. 8 is more than 5, so add 1, it becomes 5.000. Plus we have 2 and the next is 9, so add 1, which is 330.00. So this is 70 times 2 divides 5 plus 30. Okay, 2 times 7 is 14, so it is 140, and 5 plus 30 is 53. Sorry, 35. 140 divided by 35 is equals to 4. Now the next part F, number 1, which of these two number is larger? Give a reason for your answer. Okay, this number is larger because. So which number is larger? Okay. Let me convert both of them into the same powers. This is 8. Let me make this as 8. 8 means subtracting 1. 9 subtract 1 makes 8. So you have to move 1 unit to the right. Okay, so it is 20.4 times 10 to the power 8. And this is 9.78 times 10 to the power 8. Now both have the same powers. Which one is more, 9.78 or 20.4? This number is more, 2.04 times 10 to the power 9, because it has larger power. Okay. Second part, calculate, give your answer in standard form. Okay, so 1.732 times 10 to the power 3 divided with 5.73 times 10 to the power minus 1. So just do the division of 1.732 and 5.73. Okay, that is 0.302 times 10 to the power 3, and shifting minus 1 to the numerator becomes plus 1. 3 plus 1 times 10 to the power 4. So this becomes 3022.68. Okay, now you have to convert the answer in standard form. So we can say moving the decimal point 1 unit, 2 unit, and 3 units. So 3.02 times 10 to the power 3, positive 3, because we are moving to the left. Okay, it's 2, or 2 and 6 rounded to 3. This is also okay. Now for part G, 2 cars go round a track. Okay, one car complete each lap of a track in 96 seconds. The other car complete each lap in 120 seconds. Both cars starts a lap together at 8:35. Find the next time when both cars start a lap together. All right, so in this type of questions, we have to find out the LCM, right? So to find the next time when the both cars starts a lap together. So first we have to find the prime factors of 120 and 96, right? Okay, so let me start with the 96. Okay. 2 times table. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 6 is 12. And 2 times 3 is 6. And 3 times 1 is 3. The next number is 120. The prime factors are 2 times 6 is 12 and 0. 2 times 3 is 6 and 0. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 5 is 15 and 5 times 1 is 5. Okay. Let me list the prime factors for 96, which is 2 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times the 2 appears. And we have a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3. Prime factors for 120, the 2 appears thrice. So 2 into 2 into 2. And we have 3 and 5. Okay. Now let me find out the LCM, right? The common one, 2, 2, 2, and this 3 is also common. Okay, so for LCM you have to say 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. The rest of the uncommon factors you have to list as well, which is 2, 2, and 5 into 2 into 2 into 5. Okay, so the LCM becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 appears 5 times. We have 3 and we have 5. 2 to the exponent 5 is 32. 2 to the exponent 5 times 3 times 5, that is 480. LCM is 480. So for 96 is in seconds, 120 is in seconds. So LCM should be in seconds. Now we have to convert the seconds into minutes because it says both cars starts a lap together at 8:37. We have to find out the next at what next time they start together, right? Okay, so you have to convert it into minutes. So we can say 480 divided by 60. How much minutes? 8 minutes. So after 8 minutes, the car starts a lap together, right? So 8:37, so 8 hours and 37 minutes, add 0 hours and 8 minutes, 8:45. The next time is 8:45. So basically what I'm trying to say, in 8:37 add 8 minutes, you will get the next time. Now, question number 3, part A. A sequence of shapes is made with squares and triangles. Shape 1, shape 2, and shape 3. On the grid, draw shape 3. Just one square, and then we have a 2 square. And for shape 3, obviously, there are 3 squares. And each square is consisting of 4 blocks. Okay, if I start from here, so it is a 1 square, the second square, and the third square. For each shape, the number of square increase depends on the number of shapes. For shape 1, 1 square, shape 2, 2 square, shape 3, 3 squares, right? And the triangle, this is a triangle over here. Okay, this is how the triangles look like. This is shape 3. Second part, find the number of triangles in shape 5. How many triangles in shape 5? The first shape, there are 4 triangles. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's see. Shape 1, there are 4 triangles. Then we have 6 triangles. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 triangles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So for 5 shapes, there are 12 triangles. Part B, these are the first four terms of a sequence. Find the next two terms. Okay, find out the difference between the terms and we can figure out the next two terms. 32 and 25. What is the difference? 25 minus 32. Difference is -7. Okay. 18 and 25. The difference is -7. 11 and 18. The difference is -7. Okay. It means from 11 subtract 7, you will get the next term. Again, subtracting 7, you will get the next term. 4 and -3 are the two terms. Now, for the second part, write down the term to term rule for this sequence. The term to term rule is basically subtract 7 each time. That is a term to term rule. Now, for part C, number 1, find the nth term of this sequence. Okay. So for nth term, first figure out the difference. 5, 6, 7, 8, adding 3. 8, 9, 10, 11, adding 3. 11 plus 3 is 14. As you can see, it has a common difference. So this is an arithmetic progression. So its nth term is a plus n minus 1 into d. A is the first term of the sequence, which is 5. N minus 1, and d is the common difference, which is 3. So we can say 5 plus 3n minus 3. So 5 take away 3 is 2 plus 3n. That is the nth term. Okay, now for the second part, find the nth term of this sequence. All right, so as we can see, 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64. So this is basically n cube. The nth term is n cube. Just a 1 mark question. Question number 4, part A. Calculate the volume of a cylinder with the radius and the height. Okay. So volume of a cylinder equals to pi r square h. Right? We have pi, the radius is 7.8, take it square, and the height is 15. Just simplify it. 15 into 7.8 square into pi. 2867.0. 2867 cubic centimeter. Part B, a cube has a volume. Calculate the surface area of this cube. Okay, as we know that the volume of cube is a cube, or we can say sides cube. This is 3375. That is equals to a cube. To get the value of a, taking a cube root on both sides. Right? So cube root of 3375 is 15. So 15 centimeter is the length of each side of a cuboid. Now to figure out the surface area of cube, so not cuboid, it's a cube. Surface area of a cube is 6 times side square. 6 times 15 square. 6 into 15 square, that is equals to 1350 centimeter square. That is the surface area. Part C, we have area A, area B. Which of these two areas is larger? You must show all your working. Okay, as you can see, this is in centimeter, this is in meters. As we know, 1 meter has 100 centimeters. 1 meter whole square equals to 100 centimeter square. It is 1 square is 1 meter square. 100 square is 100 times 100 centimeter square. So 1 meter square is basically equals to 10, 1 0, 1 with 4 zeros. This is basically 10,000 centimeter square, right? So we have to convert this. 5.4 meter square is 5.4 times 10,000 centimeter square. Okay, 5.4 times 10,000. 5 4 with 3 zeros. 54000 centimeter square. Okay, now which one is larger? You can see area A is 37,000, area B is 54,000. Which one is larger? Area B is larger, right? This is your area A and that is the area B. So B is 54,000 is more and 37,000 is less. Now for part D, the diagram shows right-angled triangle ABC. Calculate the angle ACB. A, C and B, that angle. So this angle opposite side is given and adjacent is given. We can use a trigonometric ratio for sine of C is opposite over the hypotenuse. Opposite is 7, hypotenuse is 15. C would be equals to sine inverse of 7 over 15. Let me figure out that angle. Sine inverse 7 divides 15, which is 27.8 degrees. Part E, the diagram shows a rectangle D, E, F, and G. DE is given, DF is given. Okay, calculate the area of a rectangle. Okay, we have this is 12, this is 12. We don't know these two sides. We know the diagonal. Again, it is a right angle triangle. We can find out the base if we consider this D, E, and F. Consider the triangle D, E, and F. So DF, that is the hypotenuse 31.2, its square, the equals to 12 square plus the base square. Okay, so in 31.2, its square minus 12 square, this is my EF square. Okay, let me figure this out. 31.2 square minus 12 square, that is 829.44, and take its square root to get EF. 28.8. 28.8 centimeter is the length of EF, the base. This is 28.8. Now, just simplify the area of a rectangle. Area of a rectangle is length times width. The length is 12, the width is 28.8. Simplify. That is 345.6 centimeter square. 345.6. All right. Question number 5, part A. Students solve a puzzle by making guesses. The table shows the number of guesses that each of 40 students make. Number of guesses and the frequency. Number 1, find the mod. Mod is the highest frequency. 2, 4, 8, 7, 12, and 7. Mod is the most... mod is basically most repeated number, but as you can see we have given the table in that form. So now in this case mod is considered as the highest one. Highest frequency is the mod. So highest frequency is 12 and it appears at the number of guesses 5. So 5 is the mod. Second part, calculate the mean. Mean is sum of fx divided by the total. So that is my f, that is my x. What is the product? Fx. F with x. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 8 is 24. 4 times 7 is 28. 5 times 12 is 60. 6 times 7, 42. Let me add them up to get the mean. Mean is 2, 8, 24, 28, 60, and 42 divided by the total number of guesses the student makes are 40. Right. Now let me simplify. 2 plus 8 plus 24 plus 28 plus 60 plus 42 divided by 40. This is 4.1. That is the mean. Part B, in another puzzle, each student gets a score. These are the scores for 12 students. Okay, total number of students are 12. Number one, complete the stamp and leaf diagram for these scores. Key is 1, 7 represents 17. Okay, with 1, we have a 17, 11, 18, 10, and 14. These are the numbers with 1. We have to write down in ascending orders from lower to higher. So 17, 11, 18, 10, 14. First we have 10, then 11, then 14, 17, 18. We have 10, 11, 10, 11, 14, 17, 18. 14, 17, 18. All right. Then with the 2, we have 21, 24, 27, 26, 29, and 24. Okay, so which one is first? 21. First, we have to write down 21, and then we have 24, 24 twice. Then we have 26, 27, and 9. 6, 7, and 9. And with 3, we have just 32. Now, the second part, find the median. Median is the middle value of the data. Since there are 12 students, right? So we can say 12 on the right, 6 on the right, and 6 on the left. So if we arrange the values for median, we have to arrange the values first, right? So this value is 10, 11, 14, 10, 11, 14, 17, 18, and then 21, 24, 24, 26, 27, 29, and the last is 32. Pick the middle one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the two middle values. Take its average. That would be the median. Okay. So we can say the median of this data is the average of 21, adding the two middle values and dividing by 2. That is the average. 21 and 24 divided by 2, that is 22.5 is the median. Now for part C, a different puzzle has 3 outcomes: win, draw, or lose. The table shows the outcomes for 30 students. Total number of students are 30. Okay, complete the pie chart to show this information. Win, draw, or lose, the frequencies we have given. For to complete the pie chart, we have to find pie chart sector angle. Okay, so the pie chart sector angle we can figure out. For win, the frequency is 9 out of 30 multiplied by 360. For draw, the frequency is 14 out of 30 multiplied by 360. And for lose, the frequency is 7 out of 30 multiplied by 360. Okay, the frequencies are 9, 14, and 7. The total students are 30 and multiply by the whole circle, 360. Now let's figure this out. 9 divides 30 times 360. This is 108 degrees. 14 over 30 times 360. This is 168 degrees. 7 over 30 times 360. This is 84 degrees. All right. Now the first one, let me start. Use a protector for this. 108 degrees we need to measure. Okay. 108, 90, 100, 2 units before 100 is 108. Here we have 108. This is 108 and this is for the win. The next is 168 degrees. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 160 is over here, and 168, 2 units before 170. This is 168. This is for draw, and the last one is 84 degrees for lose. You can check, is that 84? Yeah, that is 84. So this is how the pie chart look like. Question number 6, part A. The diagram shows a cuboid on a 1 centimeter square grid. Complete the net of this cuboid. One face has been drawn. So the base is 4 by 4. As you can see, they have drawn the base 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The base is already done. It means the base and the top is 4 by 4. This side is 4 by 2. This side is also 4 by 2. Okay. This is 4 by 2. This side is 4 by 2, right? So we have done the base and these two sides, right? Now the front and the back side is 4 and 2, and we have a top side 4 by 2, 4 by 2, and then we have a top 4 by 4. Yes, this is done now. I will show you what I have done. Okay, now you can see this is the base of the cuboid, right? If this is a base, if let's start closing this, the base, and these are the two sides, we have to close it. This one side, and then you have to put the top. I hope you understand the net of the cuboid now. Part B, 3 regular pentagons meet at point A. Okay, work out the value for x. All right, since it is a pentagon, so it has 5 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it is a regular pentagon. Means all the sides and all the angles, interior angles, are equal. Let me figure out what is the interior angle of one interior angle of a pentagon. So the interior angle of a regular pentagon is number of sides minus 2 times by 180 degree divided by the number of sides. So that is 3 times 180 divided by 5. Let me figure out that angle. 3 times 180 divided by 5. So that angle is 108 degrees. Okay, if this angle is 108, this angle is also 108, this angle is also 108, and the whole circle is 360. So x plus 108 plus 108 plus 108, this would be equals to 360. Okay, 108 adding 3 times. So x equals to 360. You have to subtract 324. You will get x. 360 subtract 324. 36 is that angle. X is only 36 degrees. Now for part C, the diagram shows two parallel lines and two straight lines. These two are the parallel lines, these two are the straight lines. Number 1, find the value of x, give a geometrical reason for your answer. What is x? Okay. Okay, to get the value of x, if I redraw the shape, the two parallel lines and one transverse line. So this angle and this angle. Consider these two parallel lines and just one line. This whole angle and this angle. These two are the corresponding angles and they are equal. Both are equal. So what is that angle? 23 and 35. 23 plus 35, I guess 58, yes. This is 58, so that angle is also 58 because these two are corresponding angles. 58 degrees because of corresponding angle. Now for the second part, find the value of y. The y is over there. Alright, to get the value of y, let me draw the shape again. These are the two parallel lines, and this is one transverse line. I'm dealing with this line. Let me make it a bold one. This one. So as you can see, this is angle Y you have, right? This is angle Y, and in that line, just consider this is 35 degrees. Okay. So as we know, if this is 35, this is also 35. Corresponding angles, right? These two are corresponding angles, they are equal, right? And the whole line is 180. So y is basically 180 minus 35. Sorry, 180 take away 35, that is 145. Y is 145 degrees. So two concept I'm using over here. The first concept is the corresponding angles, and then angle at a line add up to 180. Question number 7, part A. Universal set is set group students in a group. M students who pass the mathematics test and S students who pass the science test. 142 students are in a group. 142 students are in a group. It means the universal set, the total number of students are 142 students. That is the universal set, right? 105 students pass the mathematics test. Mathematics test are 105 students. 82 students pass mathematics test and pass the science test. Both means the mathematics intersection the science is 82. If the 82 is over here and the whole mathematics should be 105. So we can say 105 subtract 82. 23 is over there. So the sum of 23 and 82 makes 105. Okay, 17 students do not pass mathematics test and do not pass science test outside. 17 are outside, right? What is over here? Their sum should be equals to 142. Okay, so 23, 82, and 17. Okay, 142 subtract answer. 20 students are over here. So the first part is done. Complete the Venn diagram. So we can add 23, 82, and some missing number plus 17, and their sum is 142, and that missing number is 20. Now for the second part, find the number of elements in M union S. How many elements in M union? Okay, union we have to figure out. Okay, the union is 23, 82, and 20. Okay, 23 plus 82 and 20, that is 125 number of students. Now for part 3, third part, one of these student is picked at random. Okay, one of the students out of 142 students, one is picked at random. Okay, find the probability that this student passes the science test but does not pass the mathematics test. The science test is passed, but mathematics does not pass. So only 20 students, right? So the probability is 20 out of 142 students. Simplify 20 over 142, that is 10 over 71. Part B, use a set notation to describe the shaded region. The shaded region is A intersection B, obviously. Now for part C, in a town, the number of students N who takes the science test is 10,600. Correct to the nearest 100. Complete this statement about the number value of N. Okay. Correct to the nearest 100 means 100 divided by 2, that is equals to 50. So means in 10,600 you have to add 50, and in 10,600 you have to subtract 50. When you add, which is 10,650, and when you subtract, we have 10,550. So the numbers are between 10,550 till 10,650. Part D, the table shows the number of students in another town who took the science test in 2022 and 2023. Okay, calculate the percentage increase in the number of students from 22 to 23. Okay, the number of students, the percentage increase. How much is the increase? 17,064 minus 15,800 divided by the original one is 15,800 multiplied by 100. Okay, 17,064 subtract 15,800 divide 15,800 multiply by 100. So just 8% is the increase. Part E, the number of students who took the mathematics test in 2022 is 18,400. The ratio, the number of students who pass, ratio number of students who did not pass is 4:1. Pass is 4 and did not pass is 1. Work out the number of students who pass. Okay. So the total students are 18,400 divided by the total ratio is 4 plus 1, that is 5. 18,400 divided by 5. Okay. Who pass? So the pass ratio is just 4. Okay, so for pass, we can say 18,400 divided by 5 multiplied by 4. 18,400 divided by 5 multiplied by 4, which is 14,720. 14,720 students pass and the rest of the students do not pass out of 18,400 students. Now question number 8, part A. Number 1, find the equation of the line L in the form y equals to mx plus c. Okay, the y-intercept is 2, you can see. The c value is 2. Now we have to figure out the slope. If you fix this point, how much you rise 1 unit and how much you run. And 1 unit is rise from 2 to 3, 1 unit is rise and the run is 2 units. Okay, so we can say the y-intercept is 2 and the slope is rise is 1 unit and the run is 2 units, right? So this is 1 over 2x plus 2. Slope is always m is equals to rise over run. First fix the y-intercept and then fix another point, and from the y-intercept find out its difference, how much you rise and how much you run. Okay, now for the second part A, complete the table of values for the function. Okay, when x is equals to 0, the y value is obviously 8. When x is 4, 2 times 4 is 8 and 8 minus 8 is 0. On the grid, draw the graph of the function from 0 to 8. Okay, we have the grid on the next page. Yes, let me draw the graph. When x is 0, y value is 8. X is 0, y is 8, this point. And x is 2 and 4. X is 2, y is 4. This point, and the third we have given 4 and 0. When x is 4, y value is 0. This point. Draw the graph of this function from 0 to 4. Okay. Just draw it. Can we connect it with the scale? Yes, we can. Okay, now the third part says find the coordinates of the point where the line intersects the graph. Line L intersect the graph. Wait a second. This graph is for part B. I'm sorry. We have to draw the graph on this grid. I messed up. I'm really sorry, students. Apologies. X0, Y is 8. X is 0, Y value is 8. X is 2, Y value is 4. X is 4, Y value is 0. Okay. Let me connect them, and then we have to figure out their point of intersection. Okay, the point of intersection is this point. What is x and what is y? 2.4. And here we have 3.2. Yeah, 2.4 and 3.2. Part B, number 1, complete the table of values for this function. Okay, some of the values are missing. -1, 1, and 3, and 5. Okay. x square. First is minus 1 square, negative 4 into negative 1 and negative 4. That is just 1. Now replacing the 1 with negative 1 with a positive 1, negative 7. Replace it with the x is replacing with 3. So we have 3 and here we have 3. That is negative 7. Replace the x with 5. We have 5 and we have 5. That is 1. Okay, the table is completed. Now for the second part, on the grid, draw the graph of the function between negative 2 to 6. Okay, this grid is for part B. I beg your pardon. Okay, negative 2, 8. X is negative 2. Let me use a different color pen. Negative 2, it is 8. Next is minus 1 and 1. Minus 1, the x is 1. And then we have 0 and negative 4. 0 and minus 4. Downward. And then 1, negative 7. X is 1, y is negative 7. Okay. This point. Yes. 2 and negative 8. X is 2, y value is negative 8. The next one is 3, negative 7. X is 3 and y is minus 7. 4 minus 4. 4 and minus 4. 5, 1 and 6, 8. 5 with 1 and 6 with this 8. Okay, it is a parabola. Let me connect the points. See how the parabola looks like. Okay, this is how the parabola looks like. Now for third part, write down the equation of line of symmetry of the graph. Okay, equation of line of symmetry is x equals to 2, the middle one. You can see this is the equation of line of symmetry, which is x is equals to 2. The fourth part, use your graph to solve this equation. So the graph of his y equals to x square minus 4x minus 4. And now x square minus 4x minus 4. It means y equals to 0. At what point y equals to 0, right? So we have to draw the line y equals to 0. This is the line y equals to 0. This point is negative 0.9. Yeah, we can take 0.2468, negative 0.8. Yeah, negative 0.8. And the other one is 4.2468, 4.9, we can say. Right. Question number 9, part A. On the grid, translate triangle T by the vector negative 5 and negative 4. Negative 5 is a horizontal translation, negative 4 is a vertical translation. So this is a triangle T. You have to move 5 unit. Horizontal means left. 5 left and 4 down. Vertical, it's negative. 5 left and 4 downs. 5 left, 1 2 3 4 5, and 4 down, 1 2 3 and 4. The new one is negative 4 and negative 3. Fix this one. 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4. The new one is minus 1 and minus 3. 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 and 4. Negative 2 and negative 1. Here is triangle T. These are the three vertices of the new vertices of the triangle of the translation. We can name this triangle as T prime. Okay, part B, describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle T onto triangle A. T onto A is obviously a reflection along some line 1 2 1 2 along a line y equals to -1 because the distance is same along this line. So it is a reflection along a line y equals -1. Part C, describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle T onto triangle B. T onto B. It's the rotation, I guess. It is a rotation. You have to rotate the triangle 90 degree and it is anti-clockwise. Yeah, this way. It is a rotation. Anti-clockwise. We have to find the center of rotation. It is a rotation 90 degree anti-clockwise about the center. We have to figure out what is the center. All right, to figure out the center, let me trace this shape, and we have to rotate the shape 90 degree anti-clockwise about different centers. So the first center I would like to fix is the origin and rotate it 90 degree anti-clockwise. Yeah, it is exactly the same. So the center is the origin. You can get the center with the tracing paper, which is 0 0. All right, so that was the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in a comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.